I'm muted. Liverpool 5, Norwich 2. And what a way for Liverpool to send through their team and lure Jurgen Klopp through to the next round of the FA Cup with an absolute thrashing. This was the first game since the massive announcement that Jurgen Klopp will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. And my lord, what a way to show that you are behind this manager. What a way to show that you will continue to fight for this manager and start to prove the doubters wrong. That just because Jurgen Klopp has announced this, that their season won't derail, that their season won't be finished, that their season won't become a sad story instead of a beautiful story. And it just makes everyone aware, makes everyone know that Liverpool are here to stay this season, no matter what happens at the end. People need to understand that this Liverpool team are not going to be ones that will let such a big announcement affect them. Their mentality this season has been second to none. Their mentality has been up there with the best in the league, and they continue to show in strength to strength why this team can never be written off, why this team can never be put down no matter what happens, because this club right now are in a transition, but they're still winning games. They're still hunting trophies, and that's what you want for a team. That's what you want for a team like Liverpool, where no matter what is happening around them, whether it be players leaving, managers leaving, changes in the back room, the team continues to perform and perform and perform. And listen, we'll go through the game in a bit, but guys, you've got to applaud this Liverpool team right now, because the way they are playing, they, in the words of Terry, they're going to be scary. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Terry, they are terrifying right now. Yes, guys. Hope you guys are all well. Yes, I know Terry's not here. Terry is currently enjoying a lovely time with his parents and his family. He's allowed to do those things, you know. He's got a private life. He's got a personal life as well. He doesn't just leave and breathe football. He needs a break sometimes. So yes, I'll be here with you guys for this reaction. But do not worry, Terry will be back for the FA Cup game with the mighty Newport against the lowly Manchester United. He will be back for that, yes, and that is kicking off right about now as well. So while you are here, guys, remember to smash that like button. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the Football Terrace. But guys, hope you are doing well in the chat. Okay, IFL, listen. We all know it's Norwich. We know it's Norwich. But the way people were talking to this week, since Klopp's announcement, it's been their season's going to be derailed. Liverpool are finished. They won't be able to handle the pressure now that comes with trying to win a trophy for Klopp, trying to make Klopp go out on a high. We've been hearing all of this. We've been hearing all of this week. So for them to go and face this Norwich team and absolutely destroy them like they have, you've got to respect that. Because if they were finished, they wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. If they wouldn't be able to get the job done. But it was professional. The football was scintillating. The players looked on job. They could have looked like they could have scored at any moment. Klopp was happy on the sidelines. Like, come on, it's nothing about the opposition, but everything about the flipping the situation that they're in. The situation that they're in, this is why this win is important. Because if they have lost straight away or drawn straight away after this announcement, again, the doubters start to keep talking. In their minds, the mentality, is it going to shake? No shaking today. No shaking. Straight professional, straight destruction. They are devastating. The title says they're devastating because they are. The goals they scored today, high quality, man. So IFL, listen, now's not the time to be trying to bag on Liverpool, because this game got them through to the next round and relieves any kind of pressure, any doubters off them, because you can't chat to them right now, you know? Maybe we'll see later down the line if they start losing games, if they start drawing games they should win, then maybe we can start chatting about them. Right now, you can't say anything. Listen, guys. Where to begin? Where to begin? Like, listen, their goals, Liverpool today were just on point. Like, from the defense all the way up to the attack, they were just all over Norwich. Norwich, yeah, had a couple of pieces of spells, a couple of bits of play that they looked all right. That obviously that wonder goal from their player, and Gibson scoring from with his back as well. Not even his head, with his back from a corner. Yeah, cool. You can say you don't want those to go in, but overall, the Liverpool performance was top notch. I want to shout out one youngster here, Bradley, Connor Bradley. That guy, this young right back, he's been very, very, very good ever since he's been in his Liverpool team. I've never really seen him put a foot wrong. And I know Liverpool's youth got beat, what, 12-0? Is it by Ajax in a game or something like that? And a lot of people were laughing at Liverpool's youth. But look at the young players that they played today. Look at the performance they had today. They had Connor Bradley, who got man of the match from ITV. Fair enough, because he deserved that. And you had, is it McDonald? He, in the midfield, pulling strings. Both of the young players got an assist today. The first assist for, who scored the first goal again? These guys scored so many goals today. And what scored the first one? Yo, Ram, who scored the first goal? Ram's backstage. Who scored the first goal? So untie me. Who scored the first goal? Come on, chat. I can't believe I can't. It's McConnell as well. McConnell. 2 assists for Bradley. Yeah, 2 assists for Bradley and 1 for McConnell. Jones, that was it. Curtis Jones, another academy player. Thank you. Another academy. Curtis Jones. The ball for Curtis Jones today, absolutely impeccable for McConnell. And then Bradley on the right side, putting so much pressure on their fullbacks and their wingers. Their wingers couldn't get up as much because because Bradley was always overlapping, always there to be an option, putting in some great balls into the box as well. His second assist, on the volley across the box for Gravenberch. All right, listen, this is what you want to see young players do, and you've got to respect what these young players have done. So, those 2 players, brilliant games today. Brilliant games. Was this a PL game? No, it wasn't a PL game. But that doesn't matter, because young players need games to get experience. And this was an important game. This wasn't like no little game. This isn't like a friendly or preseason. This is an FA Cup tie. This is an FA Cup tie with the pressure of the whole Klopp leaving behind it. They easily could have had bad games, but had brilliant games. And when young players have brilliant games, you have to encourage that, because otherwise they won't get better. Otherwise, all they'll be hearing is people get on their back, say crap things about them, and next thing you know, they don't live up to potential. Why? Because they don't get support. So, guys, listen, big up the 2 young men today, and then just the rest of the team. Brilliant stuff today. Seeing Virgil van Dijk, Trent, and Robertson all come on must be terrifying. Must be absolutely terrifying for opponents, because you thought you've already had like a tough day. Then you see those 3 come on. You know you ain't scoring unless it's a worldie like the player scored today. And then you saw what they did. Robertson on the corner, Van Dijk header. Trent comes on, taking shots, making the keeper work. It's difficult, man. It's difficult when a team has this kind of squad depth right now. You also had Darwin Núñez, who has just come alive in the last few weeks for Liverpool. He's starting to show the form that warranted his move to Liverpool in the first place. Clinical finishing today. Very clean finish today. Diogo Jota, beautiful finish. On the volley, first time, bang. It's hard, man. It's difficult. It's difficult to see these men doing what they're doing right now. And question is, will it stop? I personally don't think it will stop. These guys are amazing. Apparently, it's 1-0 to Man United. I don't believe that until I see. I don't have it up on any of my screens right now, but I will do in a moment. But yes, guys, Liverpool 1-0, 5-2. We've got Ram with us as well. I'm gonna bring Ram into the mix and see what he has to say. Ram, your team just demolished Liverpool. No, Liverpool. Your team just demolished Norwich. Talk to me, man. Don't worry. You'll get on screen in just 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. We'll see Ram in 3, 2, and 1. See, look at that. No, where's he gone? Ram, there you are.
I'm there. I'm good. Am I good?
Yeah. If it's Houdini, Ram, 5-2. Come on. What are you telling me? What with the whole 7-8 of Klopp, the news of Klopp, the pressure of scoring? How do you feel your boys did today, and how are you proud of the performance?
By the way, you have scored. It is actually true. Bruno just scored that in the 7th minute against Newcastle. So that's true.
See that we scored a goal.
So in terms of the game, business as usual. That's all I've got to say is business as usual. You know, we came in, obviously the news with Jurgen Klopp, and what do? You just got to get a convincing performance. I think the last half an hour is literally everyone just trying to have a shot on goal. Like everyone wants to have a goal. Everyone was shooting from stupid angles. I think they were just taking the piss as well. But I want to mention something because you touched upon it, KJ. I want to go into a little bit of detail about it. Our youth academy, I think a lot of Liverpool fans like to put down the youth academy because obviously because of the whole La Masia, Ajax, because they just have a conveyor belt of youth products coming through left, right, and center. They like this expectation that clubs should be doing that on a regular. I just got a list down, a small list of the players that Jurgen Klopp has played this season that from the youth academy that played in the youth academy didn't get a single game last season. Ben Doak, James McConnell, Connor Bradley, Luke Chambers, Bobby Clark, Jarrell Quansah, and Callum Scanlon. That's about 7 players that Jurgen Klopp has brought through the academy, and quite a lot of them had pretty decent performances. Obviously, Jarrell Quansah's made a name for himself. Connor Bradley, we'll get onto Connor. Connor's been doing his thing this season. We'll get onto him. But these are players that Jurgen Klopp has brought into the team and given them a chance, and they've repaid him back. Quite a few of them have paid him back. And on the topic of Connor Bradley, what a performance. Yet again, I was speaking to Drifty about this young player, and he said this, and it just encapsulated what he's been doing for the last season and a half. He hasn't put a foot wrong when he's played it in that Liverpool shirt. There was no game where we said, oh, he's had a poor game, or he got spun, or he looked like a boy in a man's game. He's showed himself and he's put in really good performances. And now we're seeing what he's all really about. I think he's a little bit weak, in my opinion, but that will come with time. Obviously, when he gets older, he puts on a little bit of muscle, he will start to become physically dominant. But technically, his crossing, his passing, just everything is just, I don't want to say it's like Trent because Trent is up another level, but the technical quality of this guy at his age and the experience that he's got, tremendous player. And overall, this performance, fantastic way just to bounce back. I won't say bounce back, but react to how the news that came out on Thursday or yesterday morning. You know what I mean? But big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone.
And on that news, do you think your team will be affected? Like, obviously, this is the first game with that news coming out. You saw how the Anfield was singing for Klopp today, especially. Do you think that will affect the team, or do you think more of today will happen where it's just business as usual and you won't see any kind of change?
I think there will be a change. There'll be a change in atmosphere. I think obviously today we were dominating from start to finish most of the time. But when it's the games where it's getting really scrappy and we're struggling to get a performance, especially at Anfield, I'm like, bro, the crowd will make sure that everything is buzzing and the atmosphere is there. Because let's be honest, if the atmosphere ain't there for Jurgen Klopp's last season, then I've got a question my own fan base. So like, what you guys doing? Like, it's literally Jurgen Klopp's last season, and you're not going to put in a proper atmosphere for him. Like, that's all I've got to say on that. I think I heard a lot of people say that it will have a detrimental effect. It's bad timing. Personally, for me, when it comes to the season, I don't think it's bad timing. The only problem I have with him leaving is just that there's not any manager available that is of his quality. But I'd rather him say it beforehand and let the people know before the end of the season, like a couple of months before the end of the season, than straight away at the end of the season be like, "Yep, I'm leaving. I've won it. I'm leaving." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it will galvanize his team, and I think I have no qualms and I have no questions about this team's mentality. But for me, they will be galvanized by this, and they're going to push on and go forward and hopefully win the trophies that we're expected to win.
And do you think you'll do it? Do you think this team could potentially go all the way and potentially win a form of quad, the fake quad? Because obviously not in the Champions League.
Don't do the fake quad. It's still 4 trophies, man. Look, I'm gonna say the same thing, like I said in 20.
Oh yes,
22.
Sorry. My son's just scored. Maine has just scored. Yes, 2-0, man. Yeah, come on, my flipping Cubby. My guy, man. I love that. Beautiful finish as well. Yeah, continue on. Sorry, Ram.
I won't say 4. I'll say 3.
3.
I think we'll win 3. Win 3. Don't ask me which 3, but we'll win 3 in my opinion. But
nice.
That's how I see it. But like I said at the start of the season, for me, expectations wise, minimum Europa League, minimum winning a domestic trophy. Anything more than that, bonus, proper bonus. But those are my expectations: win Europa and win a domestic cup. We're in the final of the EFL Cup. Obviously, we got Southampton or Watford. I don't know what the score was that I think Watford was winning when I last saw it. So either one of those teams in the next round. And obviously, we're through to the round of 16 in the Europa. So everything's looking up, man. Everything's looking up. So hopefully these guys can probably push on and exceed my expectations. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, fair enough. I think you guys can do a special. You could have a special season this season. I actually believe that. I do believe you'll win the Carabao Cup. I do believe you'll win the Europa League. FA Cup, FA Cup all depends on Man City. If Man City get knocked out by someone, maybe yourselves or whoever, then I think you'll win it. But like at the moment, I think it's more Man City's to.
I'd rather it's mainly the draw that we've got. I'd say if we got Man City in a final or a one-off game in the semi-final, I kind of fancy our chances against them. Yeah. But it's mainly that run through. If we get someone difficult, I don't know who's still left in there. Maybe like a Newcastle away or or I don't even know who else is left.
Well, Villa might go through if they beat Chelsea in the replay.
Villa away, I'd say that would be a little bit more tricky. But if it's like a semi-final or final with City, then I kind of fancy our chance because last time we did that, we beaten them in the semi-final. So that's how I see it, in my opinion.
That's true. And then obviously you got the league, which is right now. You guys are top, right? You guys are still top of the league.
5 points, 5 points.
5 points clear. Good half a season to go. Hey, listen, this could be Klopp's greatest season. It could be. Yeah.
You're scared. I can tell. You're shaking. You're quivering,
I can't stop this. My team can't stop this. My team can't be involved in any of this. So
he can.
What, the FA Cup? You really think we can beat you or Man City to the FA Cup?
You could try.
Yeah, we could. Hey, fam, we've been trying all season. Look how far we've plummeted down. That's how bad we are. Yeah, we can't do nothing. So of course I'm terrified. I want this season to be done so my man can leave. And I'm hoping. I'm not gonna say it now because, like, if I say it now, like, oh, you guys are gonna fail and flop, then you might just get, I don't know, you might get Xabi Alonso. You might be the next greatest manager we've ever seen or something. You know, like, you might get someone in and your team just continues on. So all I can say is when Klopp leaves, I can hope for a backward step, maybe 5 backward steps. And hopefully you guys get it wrong and wrong again. Yeah, or you're gay, or you get Graham Potter or something. But like, until then, I just gotta hope because you might get it right. You might get it right. Who knows? Like FSG, they've got you got the Klopp decision right. Michael Edwards was correct decision. You guys have won so much underneath them right now. So of course I'm scared. I'm still terrified. I'm just gonna hope when my man's done, that you guys go backwards.
I got a question for you, KJ.
Yeah,
I got a question. I've been asking this question to many people. I think it's an uncomfortable conversation. If Klopp does win the Premier League and he wins the Europa and the domestic cup,
I know
if
what you're asking me.
Where's his ranking in the Premier League all-time greats now?
Below the guys who got more than him.
Pep and Alex are first and second.
Yeah. Whatever order you want to have that in, they can. You can argue about that because those two are the goated. Then you've got to look at what Jose Mourinho, I think is up there, and then I think you might. And then obviously the argument is now Wenger or Klopp. That's where the argument will be in. But he's definitely top 5. He'll definitely be top 5 in my opinion.
Hey, if he does do it, I think it's a conversation of third.
Third over Jose.
Premier League overall legacy.
Over
he's won
Jose
the whole
and
lot.
Wenger.
He's won the whole lot. He's won Premier League behind. I know. It shows they've done it back to back, but you could argue he's done a rebuild. Like he's rebuilt the team and won a league again. You know what I mean? So it's uncomfortable conversations. I told you, KJ, it's uncomfortable. Conversation.
Yeah, it's comfortable because it's like foolishness. You're telling me a rebuild. This ain't a rebuild. This is a slight stop.
Look at our midfield.
Extension. This is a conservatory, bro. That's what this is.
No, it's not. Don't do that. Look at our midfield.
No, don't tell me about rebuild, bro. Like it's
bro. We got a new kitchen, a new boiler. We got everything done, bro. What are you on about?
I give you the new boiler, but like other than that, you guys have been. You guys
the underfloor heating as well, bro.
I'm not hearing this rebuild talk. Rack's here. Sorry, I didn't know you're there. Rack is here. 5-2, brilliant win. What you saying to me, bro? The emotional game. But you guys win it in the end.
Yeah, look, it's one of them things. Like at the start of the game, I think any true Liverpool fan couldn't possibly say they didn't have a bit of a lump in their throat because it is kind of significant. But ultimately, we did the job. Klopp got what he wanted. He wanted us to be professional. We stayed professional. Norwich did okay, you know. And they deserved maybe a goal or two. Fair enough, you know. Their fans came a long way. But I think it would have been a really good team that's going to deny us today. We played pretty well, and young players got a blood in. Again, it kind of goes back to Klopp saying that he's left the club in a good state. So the rebuild is on, KJ. The rebuild is on.
Rack knows now. Literally, when he goes, it's the rebuild. The rebuild ain't now.
Don't do that.
I'm telling you,
it's the pre-build. It's the pre-build.
Yeah. I like that. And Rack, to Ram's question, he asked if Klopp was to win another domestic trophy and a Premier League, where would he rank in the greatest Premier League managers ranking list?
And Europa.
Andrew.
Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think you have to take everything into context. Some of the stuff that he's achieved has been spectacular, although he hasn't won quite the number of trophies that some other managers have. But Liverpool is one of the biggest teams, if not the biggest team in the Premier League, and he's kind of rebuilt us to a level where, you know, we were quite far behind. So that has to be taken into account. The scale of the club must come into the equation. For me, he's the best manager since Kenny. I think he surpasses Benitez. For the rest of the Premier League, look, the thing is, there's going to be too many agendas, right? So if I say he's right up there, then people are going to start doing trophy counts or whatever. I don't really care. He means everything to us, and that's all that matters.
He got Mourinho sacked 3 times. Just saying.
I don't care. I don't care about. It's not really important. The whole getting Mourinho sacked. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to hang your hat on that, then fine.
Here's what someone said. Liverpool ever says he built two teams. Only the defense has remained. Really, to be fair, he did rebuild your first team. Like, I'll give him that. The first team that he inherited, he has rebuilt that and got them to win trophies.
And
Is
the
this
bench.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Not the first team. His first squad. Sorry, his first squad that he's had. He has rebuilt that. But yeah, this next one, yeah, like it's a pre-build, like Rack said, it's a pre-build.
You know what? The thing to say is, arguably in Klopp's reign, the three biggest players. Arguably the three biggest players, but I think it'd be difficult to kind of argue against it. Are Salah, Van Dijk, and Alisson. And to replace them is going to be on the next manager. So the next manager hasn't got a small task; he's got a big task because they arguably are three very most important players. You can look. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from Trent. I'm not taking away from Fabinho and players like that, and Mane, of course, Bobby. But they have been the stalwarts around which the Klopp squad, Klopp team that challenge on all fronts has been, and a big challenge remains. We're not fully rebuilt yet.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, those three, will be mad. I do believe Salah will go in the summer. I think even if Klopp was staying, I think he was going to be moving on in the summer anyway. I just think the Saudis calling him. You know what I mean? Like, I think Saudi is calling him.
It's not just him. If you look at like you say, I can see that happening as well. Unless we can convince him to stay, obviously that's very obvious. Unless we can convince him to stay, he's going to go. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
But Van Dijk, his contract comes to an end at the end of next season. We've seen it before. I can see him maybe wanting a last challenge. Maybe he can go and play in Spain, go to Barcelona, Madrid, or somewhere like that. Like, why would he not want to? He's played in, he's played in Scotland, England, obviously the Netherlands. Maybe he wants to finish off somewhere else. And then Alisson, I think, is the season after that, perhaps. Like, even though as a goalkeeper, he's got more years in him. Maybe he wants to try something different. Right? These guys are top players, and they will still be top players. And we don't want him to leave. No Liverpool fan wants him to leave. But as a human being, I can kind of see that happening.
Yeah. I get it. I hear that. But it's just like as Erik ten Hag said, all eras come to an end. Some quicker than others, but they do come to an end at some point. And coming to an end is this.
Hey, are we starting to quote Erik ten Hag now? What's going on?
All right, listen. That's the only quote I can use from him right now, because what he's been saying recently has been absolute madness. Not even gonna lie. But talking about coming to an end, this stream will be coming to an end now, as Man United are currently winning against the mighty Newport County 2-0. Terry will be back with you guys later on as well. So will I, to react to this underdog story that we have of Man United beating Newport. It's going to be an amazing show. Make sure you like this video right now. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Terrace, and make sure that you have a wonderful day, people. We will see you later, okay?